Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the presentation of the colors by the Vietnam Veterans of America, Sierra Nevada Chapter 989, and remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance to our flag. Thank you.
Color Guard, present the colors. Color Guard, present horns. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag of our nation. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, for the next portion of our program, those of you that would care, please be seated. Those of you that care to remain standing, do what you will. But we're going to present something that some of you may or may not have seen before. Ladies and gentlemen, I now call your attention to the 11 flags that accompany the American flag in order of their appearance. Color Guard, Progressive Order Arms. Battle-born in the Civil War and representing the 36th state admitted to the Union, the flag of the great state of Nevada. Born on the 14th of June, 1775, in the War of Independence, with its motto, "This we'll defend," the flag of the United States Army. Born in Tufts Tavern in Boston on 10 November 1775, with its motto, "Semper Fidelis," ever faithful, the flag of the United States Marine Corps. Born on 13 October 1775, with one of its many mottos, "Paratus et potens," ready and able, the flag of the United States Navy. Born on 18 September 1947, but conceived in the skies over France in World War I, and known for many years as the Army Air Corps, with its motto, "Aim High," the flag of the United States Air Force. Born as the Revenue Cutter Service on 4 August 1790, the nation's 5th armed force has served in every war or campaign since its inception, with its motto, "Semper Paratus," always ready, the flag of the United States Coast Guard. Created in 1971 by the National League of Families of American Prisoners and Missing in Southeast Asia, and officially recognized by Congress in 1972, the flag remembering our POW MIA. Used to honor the life of a fallen soldier, the Killed in Action flag reminds us of our fallen comrades and their ultimate sacrifice for this nation. Supported by the Vietnam Veterans of America, this flag helps draw attention to the growing list of casualties from exposure to Agent Orange. Founded in 1978, the Vietnam Veterans of America, with its motto, "Helping veterans, communities, and those serving in harm's way," the Sierra Nevada Chapter number 989 of the VVA was founded in 2007. This is our chapter flag. Authorized by General George Washington in 1782 and awarded for bravery, today it honors America's combat wounded and those killed in action, the Purple Heart flag. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the retiring of the colors. Color Guard, retire the colors.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Zach Tillins. I'm the Veterans Coordinator here at Truckee Meadows Community College. I'd like to thank each and every one of you for being here today. And I'd like to take this time to introduce some guests and dignitaries that we have in the audience. Director Kat Miller of the Nevada Department of Veteran Services. And Mr. Ken Santor, USMC Korea veteran and former president of the Reno chapter of the Military Order of the Purple Heart. And I'd like to invite him up here to read the proclamation for today's event.
Good morning. The first one I'll read is the State of Nevada's Office of the Governor's Brian Sandoval Certificate of Recognition Purple Heart Truck Run. In recognition of your dedication to rising awareness of the mobility needs of our combat wounded veterans, as Governor of the great state of Nevada, I commend your commitment to support those who have selfishly served our nation. Given under my hand and seal, great state of Nevada, Brian Sandoval. The next one is the State of Nevada Executive Department Proclamation by the Governor. Whereas Nevada is the battle-born state and its citizens have selfishly accepted the responsibility to protect and defend our nation, the democratic principles it was founded upon, and the lives and liberties of men, women, and children around the world. And whereas the Purple Heart was established on August 7th, 1782, during the Revolutionary War, when General George Washington issued an order establishing the Honorary Badge of Distinction, otherwise known as the Badge of Military Merit, or the Declaration of the Purple Heart. And whereas the Purple Heart is awarded in the name of the President of the United States to members of the armed forces who are wounded in conflict with an enemy force or while being held by an enemy force as a prisoner of war. It may also be awarded to the next of kin by members of the armed forces who were killed in conflict with an enemy force or who die of a wound received in conflict with an enemy force. And whereas the Military Order of the Purple Heart is the oldest military decoration in the world in present use, and whereas purple has always been a symbol of royalty, and it is fitting that we awarded the Purple Heart to our wounded heroes, those American military members who have bravely served their country and risked their lives to secure our freedom. And whereas Nevada honors and pays tribute to the extraordinary sacrifice, selfishness, and dedication demonstrated by our servicemen and women, and we never forget those who paid the ultimate price for our country, not forgetting warriors of yesterday and of those still to come. Now, therefore, I, Brian Sandoval, Governor of the State of Nevada, do hereby proclaim August 7th, 2018 as Purple Heart Day in Nevada. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ken. Now we're going to speak briefly about the purpose of this event today. The focus of the 2018 Purple Heart Run is Mobility is Freedom. Sponsored jointly by the Military Order of the Purple Heart and the Wounded Warrior Family Support, the Purple Heart Run features a mobility-equipped 2016 Ford F-150 truck adapted to accommodate combat wounded veterans who are paralyzed or who have lost legs and/or arms. The belief is that, given the right vehicle for mobility, a combat wounded veteran will have the freedom to live a productive and quality life with his or her family. Driven exclusively by amputee veterans, the Purple Heart Run will make its way from coast to coast on a 7,800-mile odyssey, rallying communities across America to thank our nation's military veterans and support this great mission. The Purple Heart Run began on Springfield, Virginia on June 17, 2018, traversed the nation on its way to California, and will end in Spokane, Washington on July 30, 2018 at the MOPH National Convention. On its way across America, the truck, which was provided by the Wounded Warrior Family Support Foundation, will stop at MOPH chapters to demonstrate the capabilities of the truck and to distribute special parking signs that mark spaces to be used exclusively for Purple Heart recipients. At the conclusion of the Purple Heart Run, the keys to the truck will be presented to U.S. Army Sergeant Retired Justin Burdette, a Purple Heart recipient from Palm Bay, Florida, who was chosen from a nationwide search of eligible and deserving nominees. On June 9, 2013, Patriot Burdette was 3 months into his third deployment to Afghanistan when his platoon received incoming mortar and rocket fire while on a dismounted patrol in Wardak Province. Justin was hit with a 107mm rocket, and the blast caused him to lose both legs below the knees. For his injuries, he was awarded the Purple Heart Medal. This truck will not replace his sacrifice, but it should go a long way in assuring a high quality of life.
Everything works off of remote control. It will swing the seat around, lower it down to the wheelchair level. He can slide off onto the seat. It has another remote control that works, opens the top of the truck, and then there's a winch in the back, and that winch will swing out. He can hook his wheelchair to the winch, reverse the process. It'll take the wheelchair and set it in the back of the truck. Then he reverses the process on the seat. It will turn around and lift him up under the steering wheel. And then he has hand controls for the brake and acceleration of the truck. So it's completely adaptable to whatever his situation is.